Hello. So, I have sought out and found a Vic-20. And it has, I'm not sure you can see that well, the two-prong power receptacle. Which means that it should work. Mind you, there's no note on this, so I don't know if it actually works. But if it works, this power supply works, then the two of them should work together. Now, I have not looked at the power supply, I have not done anything. Is this wise? Not necessarily. I'm going to turn it on. Oh. And I see nothing. Let me double check. There are many cords around here. Is this really plugged in? It is. But mind you, do I know if this Vic-20 is functioning? Oh, let's get that in there. I have no clue. I think for a moment we will lose the sound and we'll go to our next line of sort of diagnostic-y things. Oh. And I see absolutely nothing on the screen. Now, is this the power supply? Is this the Vic-20? Who knows? Let's see. Of course, never ever plug anything in when the machine is on. Haha. Well, I will unplug and yes, I will unscrew. Perhaps Commodore didn't want us looking inside. I remember once I heard Jim Butterfield speak of the power supplies on the 64 and other things that kept, dying. And, which was no fun if you were in the midst of something and your power supply crapped out, or especially if it took the machine with it. But he always had an interesting way of looking at things. And that is, there were a lot of dealers that were suffering and hurting and not doing well, but they did pretty well replacing power supplies. So I was assuming, if they were not under warranty, and you had to buy one. Oh. Well, this is typical of a Commodore power supply, I guess, of any power supplies. Yes, for lack of a better word, I will see if I can get some good light on that. It's a transformer. That's all it is. Of course, this transformer has CSA approval. So, as I look in here, do I see a fuse? No, not really. There are cords, two going in, some coming out. Maybe there's a fuse. I don't know, but of course, when testing something, with something that you don't know if it works, you have two somethings, and you don't know if either of them work. So the chances of ending up with nothing, rather than something, are pretty high. So I think at this second I'm going to switch the positioning of this drive that is being tested and put this one on top. And it seems that someone would be trying to call me. So, what is the story with this Vic-20? I don't know. I am looking for somewhere to carefully put the screws for the power supply. And I have found such a place. Made in Canada. Oh, let me just look here to see if maybe there isn't a Vic-20 that I know works. Power, here's something. Powers up, ugly, yellow. Power connector wonky, keyboard dirty, clean, etc. Okay. Oops. So we might have a wonky power connector. But I just want to see if this shows any signs of life. So the power is of course turned off. Oh. Right. Without a keyboard, there's no way to see if this shows any signs of life. So, aha, I see a flash. There is a cartridge in. Sometimes, of course, cartridges need a little wiggle. Oh, yep. Okay, so it seems we have a good power supply. What's coming up on the screen is Vic Rat Race. It is. I can't start it because, of course, I don't have a keyboard or a joystick, but it is working. It is okay, so we have a good power supply, otherwise known as a transformer. So that's encouraging. It means I can go forth and test Vic-20s, such as the one that is here, that is not working. But this one is, I think any of the ones that have the two prongs are early. Mind you, the serial number on this is 525,291. But in sort of like the way Apple makes iPhones now, once these things got going, they were cranking them out. They were. So, well good, we have a power supply for the Vic-20 that works. I suppose I should carefully put it back up here and put it back together. It looks a little rough from the outside, but at this age, who doesn't? Alright, so but I do prefer these power supplies to the epoxy bricks. And I suppose if this thing ever died, I could maybe go to an electronics place. Yes, they still exist. And get a new transformer, pop it in here, make the appropriate connections, and be back in the game. Okay. Yep. That's 112. Oh. So, cool. So this disk drive is testing. We have a good Vic-20 power supply. It could use a little clean, yes, with a magic eraser. And the paint is a little scuffed, but oh well. Yes. Well, I think I'm going to think about this Vic-20 here and see what I can do with it. And then we will come back. We will meet again. So, thank you. Stay tuned. David Bradley, signing off.